We started Born to Be Local as a travel business, not as the two girls that eat food on TikTok.
But once we started filming everything, we realized that people weren't just following our adventures here, they were following us.
This episode is all about how we accidentally became influencers, but really how that has shaped our brand and helped others shape their brand.
This is Born to Be Local, the podcast where we take you behind the scenes of building a business and figuring out life in your 20s.
Hello and welcome back to the Born to Be Local podcast.
Hello, we missed you guys.
We missed you. You guys, it's been a minute. It's probably been like 2 months since we posted an episode. The last episode was completely unrelated to this episode, okay? That was about like foreign flings. It's summertime. We're going to bring it to social media. We're sorry we took a break. You know, running a business it's hard.
It is, especially when it's only two of you.
Yes, we're a team of two. But we're going to be more consistent. We're definitely going to be more consistent with the new year. So today we're going to talk about really how we accidentally became influencers.
Yeah, that is just a whole story in itself. And today we're going to get into the nitty gritty of it and really explain what we love about it, how it happened, and some tips for you all if you own a business or you're looking to get into social media.
Okay, so I want to start off by kind of touching on why we even started posting in the first place.
Yeah, it really was an accident becoming influencers. We really wanted to promote our travel company and start showing people what there is to do in Guatemala. We started thinking like, okay, we want people to come travel to Guatemala. How do we get them here? We need to show them what it's like. We need to show them the things that we're doing all the time because we were going to cool events and restaurants and we were just doing cool stuff all the time. We're like, we need to show people that. So one big part of what we do here is eat. We love food. Our first video that popped off was the Pollo Campero video.
Pollo Campero was... Yes, it was like the first one to really like pop off, I would say. Mm-hmm. It just got views like really quickly. And before that, like, you know, I'm not even gonna lie, like, I feel like our social media journey has been like fast. It's been fast growing, but not in the sense of like viral. It's just like we were able to grow really quickly. Like we've really only been posting for almost 2 years, not even 2 years. So, but the Pollo Campero video was the first to really pop off. And that is so funny because we had just gone to the gym. And we were going to the grocery store and we saw that there was this fried chicken place that everybody was talking about. And we're like, oh my gosh, we had tried it. Had we tried Pollo Campero before? No, that really was our first time. Yeah. It really was our first time. Hard to believe. But, I just remember I said that it was super salty because it was, okay? It was really freaking salty. I like said it was really salty and that was the thing that like everybody was fixated on.
Yeah, she got a lot of hate in the comments for that one.
Yeah. But it was like, white girl doesn't even know what flavor it is. You know what? People ate with the comments, okay? It was really funny, but...
It was. But that was the first one that really kind of popped off. We were like, okay, we should start doing more videos like this. And so we kind of really went with the food videos. And then we started showing more of like the different events and stuff that we were going to. But we really got into the food scene because we're like, okay, people like this. They like seeing the gringos eat food in Guatemala. So we're like, okay, let's go try this restaurant. Let's try this place. So every place that we were trying that was new, we would just start filming it. And then all of a sudden we started getting restaurants and companies reaching out to us on Instagram and TikTok, inviting us to come eat and try their food for free. So we're like, heck yeah, we get to go eat dinner for free and just like make a cool video about it. Like that sounds fun. Let's do it.
I loved a free meal before, you know, but when it became our job, I was like, this is legit. This is legit. But really, like, that was never the intention, like Erin said, was to showcase what we were doing. I mean, when we first moved here, we sat down in our kitchen okay, our dining table with a giant whiteboard. And we were like, we need to come up with however many videos for the month and just like start executing them. And we just had these ideas like, let's do this, let's do this. I remember there's like a video that we posted that's like still on our TikTok page, and it is like this funny audio. We can insert it here. It's like this funny audio, and it's like when you have to come up with like 100 video ideas to reach 10K in a month. And like, because that's what was going viral at the time, was like everybody talking about like social media strategy and everything, which I feel like it is now. So we just really were like, let's start eating, let's start going out, let's start experiencing stuff. And that's really what we started to film. And like Erin said, it just like took off from there. It was like once something worked, we're like, let's do that. Let's just start eating all the time. And we did. And as people start to reach out to us, we were like, okay, there's really something here. This is working. This is getting more eyes on us. And it really just developed from there. And I'm trying to think like, what for you was the moment of like, oh, now like we're influencers? Like, because I feel like we have different answers for this.
Yeah, I think for me, it was when we were like weekly, like multiple times a week, going to different restaurants and eating and filming it. It was like a part of our daily routine. It was literally like we were posting 3 times a week, like 3-4 times a week, just going to eat, filming it, editing it, and just like on repeat. And then people starting to notice us in public.
Yeah.
That's like when we were really like getting just inquiries every day about us coming to their restaurant. That's when I was like, oh, like this is, people are seeing us as influencers and we are influencers.
Yeah. I feel like for me, it's probably like, because I associate the word influencer with like somebody that gets paid to do content. We've always gotten paid to do content, but not in this way. I feel like when we actually started getting paid for the restaurant videos and stuff was when I was like, oh, this is like our job. And then, like you said, like when people started recognizing us in public and being like, oh my gosh, the gringos from TikTok, blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh, wow, this is like what people talk about when they're influencers, or like what they experience. But just remember, this was never the intention. It's been an absolute blessing in disguise. We're going to get into that, but it is kind of funny. I feel like once we started to get paid for it, and especially like talking to my family and friends about like what we're doing here, like we became influencers before the travel company actually launched. So it's like, we were like, yeah, we're influencers, but we're starting a travel company. And that's not usually the order of operations here. Usually you become an influencer, gain a following, and then you're able to like sell your following your product. But we just were like, let's just simultaneously do the two.
Yeah.
You know?
And it worked.
It worked. And it's been really a blessing for business. And like, that's what we want to get into today, is like this accidentally becoming influencers, this tagline, this thing we put at the beginning of our vlogs, like why it's been so beneficial for our business. So I think that being influencers and owning a business is really interesting, because I feel like the order of operations is usually you gain the following first, and then you start offering a product to the people that follow you. And like we said, like we were really doing both at the same time. You know, we were growing from, might I add, when we moved here, we had a name and a concept, and that was it. We had zero social media accounts, nothing. Like we created all of that in the past 2 years. And it's just really interesting to be able to grow the two simultaneously and have them benefit each other. But there's also obviously downfalls to that. But we want to talk a little bit about this like duality of owning a business and being an influencer.
Yeah, because it really is difficult to juggle the two. And I give props to every business owner that is doing this, because being an influencer is a full-time job in itself. And also running a travel company on the side, just 2 people, building the foundation of it, really getting it started. Like it is a lot, but I don't think we would be able to do one without the other. So they really complement each other, but finding the balance is like, that has been the most difficult thing for sure.
And I think too, like when you become an influencer, you become the product. Like people are buying you, they're buying what you have to offer, but like really when you become an influencer, you become the product, and that can really be interesting.
Yeah, you definitely becoming the face of your business is so powerful. There are so many upsides to that, but it also can be a little scary because now the pressure is on you as a person and your personality and not just your business and how your business is functioning and running and what you offer. It's like now it's us, like we're forefront.
Yeah, the becoming an internet personality wasn't on my bingo card for my existence, but it's been a blessing. Like it really has. It's so much fun. Might I add, like, I know that being an influencer, becoming an influencer is extremely trendy right now. Everybody wants to do it. It's an easy job. It's an easier job than most jobs. But it is fun and there are perks to it, obviously, like we've talked about. But really, I think like utilizing this as a marketing strategy is what the benefit is here for us. Was like, we wanted to start this travel company. No money. I mean, $0 to invest in this company. Just vibes. Vibes, a good idea, energy, positivity, confidence in a mindset. None of that translates to a bank account, okay? At least initially. So this influencer aspect or starting to create content and having people resonate with us was really like the benefit for Born to Be Local.
Yeah, this was our whole marketing tactic and it has proven to work, putting ourselves out there, putting a personality behind the brand. It really does help create the feeling of your brand. And I'm very thankful that it has worked out the way that it has.
Yes, I think there are downfalls to it. Like, obviously, being labeled when we work the amount that we work behind the scenes for our travel company and we meet people and they say something along the lines of, oh my gosh, you guys are the gringos from TikTok. I love when you eat. That is like a brutal commentary. It's kind of like calling a full-time influencer unemployed because you're just like, well, they're not unemployed. They're still editing videos all the time. Like that is their job. So I feel like the influencer title at first is like, oof, like when we're running a full ass travel company and being labeled as these influencers, like that is tough. But I think like we've been able to change our image over time. Like I said, like we have become our own product. We're the faces of the brand. So we define the way that people view our brand. And we've been able to find that like, that sweet spot area of actually being valued as entrepreneurs, but also valued as influencers simultaneously.
Yeah, and we really worked very hard this year to kind of shift our content while still mixing in what we know people love, like trying out different restaurants and experiences, which is all a part of owning a travel company. You have to try out these different things. So being able to mix that in with our job as owning like a travel company and trying all of these different things, like being able to get paid for that and post it on social media is such a blessing. Like anything in life, practice makes perfect, especially for social media. If we look back on the first videos that we made, it's completely different from what we're posting now. And you really have to get over that initial hump of like being cringe or not having everything be perfect. In the beginning, we were really focused on like, okay, this video needs to be like this. And we spent so much time on every little thing and making it perfect and so much strategy behind it. There's strategy behind everything that we post. Everything.
Every stupid thing you see we do on the internet, there is strategy to that. I promise you.
Yes. But also mixing in these like real-time short clip videos that are just like maybe one shot of something. Those have a lot of potential to go viral. So mixing that in with the strategic posts has really been beneficial to us because, in the beginning, you can spend so much time trying to make everything perfect. And sometimes you end up just not even posting anything or, you spend too much time doing something and it gets you nowhere. You really just have to get over that hump of like being perfect and having everything planned and perfectly posted. Like you just have to get over that and start posting if you want to be successful in social media. Like you really just have to put yourself out there and figure out what works for you because over time your strategy will change, your content will change, like your style and everything, you're going to find it over time. And I feel like now, finally, almost 2 years into us posting, we've really figured out our groove, and it will change over time, but I feel like we're finally in a really good place with our content where we know what's going to work with our audience and what maybe won't so much.
Everything we put out there, no matter if it's cringe, no matter if it's a short video, long video, super well edited, it has intention. Everything we do is strategic. Literally everything that we do. We needed to let go of just anything and be like, we are going to put a bunch of stuff out there, see what works, and keep doing that. So now our social strategy, we've found particular types of videos, and we even have like names for them that we do that work well. For example, like I filmed a chicken bust the other day. It was about a 7-second clip. In the moment of filming this chicken bust, because it was at night, the chicken bust had eyes, okay? I knew when I filmed that video was gonna do extremely well. It took me all of 7 seconds to film this video, and I knew the text that was gonna be on it. That's the way that our brains work now, and our content strategy is like, when we see a moment, we grasp it, and we do the video right then and there. There was another video that we filmed recently, and there was like a procession in the street. We were just like trying to walk to the bar. There was a procession in the street we didn't know about. And like we just did this little video where we film ourselves, we're like dancing, and then I filmed the beauty of the procession. These processions are incredible in Guatemala. When I filmed that, it was all with intention. Like I knew that was gonna be like another viral give or take moment that people were gonna comment on, have something to say, or like see the beauty of it. And that really is our strategy now, is like grasping those like in the moment things that happen, like whether it's something funny Aaron does or I do, we get those clips and like we know that they're going to do well on particular platforms and not others. And that really is like our strategy now, is finding these like viral moments or things that like really grasp people's attention.
Yeah, but that took, us doing this for almost 2 years now. It took that much time for us to figure out what works with our audience, what doesn't. And recently, we also started incorporating daily vlogs. So we've been trying to show people like what we actually do in a day, because we aren't just the TikTok gringas that go around Guatemala eating food. We want to show them that we own a travel business and what we actually do, what our days look like. And people really are loving those videos. We didn't expect people to love them so much.
Guys, I mean, when I think about regrets in my life, I don't have any except not posting vlogs sooner. We avoided vlogging like the plague. Like that is the ultimate, you are an influencer, influenza, 24/7 cameras on type of person. And we didn't want to be that. So we avoided this content for so long. And I got so much advice to start vlogging. And I was like, no. And then we did. And of course, like first vlog we post 10K in 2 hours. I'm like,
yeah. Oh. And like way more followers on that video than other videos that have 10,000 views or whatever, because they feel like they know you, they're getting to know you. They're like, oh, these girls have, a travel company. They moved out of the country. It's like we have a really good hook on that video as well. So that we just keep using, we keep repeating. So people are really interested in what we're doing. And it's like, oh, I want to follow along their journey, see what else they're going to do. That has really been super beneficial for us. And I think people love being in your business, and like,
oh yeah,
people love being nosy. They want to see what they're doing, like what anyone's doing, like behind the business, people love that. So giving the people what they want and mixing in those kind of videos along with the short clips and also just regular travel content and like being informative. It's a balance between mixing in like the fun personality and then the short, more viral clips with sprinkling in what we actually do, the products that we offer. That is like the real combo that needs to be happening for us in order to translate into sales.
Totally. And there's been, ample videos we posted that have not done well. And when we started out, we did this super fun series called Bar Behind Bars, where we like made cocktails and we had like alter egos. And I'm not even gonna lie, we will be bringing that back. I refuse to let this series die. It didn't work because we tried to use this series where we were being silly to like grasp people with the personality, but it just was not hitting. Okay, also like, why was our text so big when we started out? I looked at our old videos recently because you really don't have to scroll down that far to see what I'm talking about. The text was so big, the strategy just was not there. It really is about trial and error. And I think like what's really cool about our growth on social media is like, at no point did we have like that ultra viral moment where like the trajectory of our lives changed overnight, like you see, and we haven't gone back. Like, it has not been like that. We sat at 9,000 followers on Instagram for an ungodly amount of time.
Yeah, that I don't even want to talk about that.
Anger. I'm angry about it. But let me tell you something is like, I think in this day and age, especially in this influencer social media world, like, it is expected, or everybody's goal is to just go viral overnight. But really, there is a beauty to growing a community over time. And that's what we've been able to do. Like, when we have 10,000, when we had 10,000 followers, or we have 11.3K on Instagram now, I think. I don't even know how much on TikTok, 20.5 or something?
20.6, but he's counting.
Oh, 20.6 on TikTok. 20.6K people are actually watching, engaging, commenting, sharing. On Instagram, it's the same. Like, we have 11.3 thousand followers that are engaging, sharing. Like, our engagement is so important to us. This is the one thing that we track all the time and compare to other influencers or content creators doing similar things, is like looking like, are we still having a high engagement? We have an above average. We have well over 7%, like 5 to 7% is a normal level of engagement. We have well over 7% engagement on all of our content. And I think like that's really important to us. Like, we've been able to grow this community of people that actually watch. They see us out and they know what we've been doing because they watch all the videos. And I think like sometimes in those viral moments, you're getting a bunch of people who only care about the one thing that you did, that they saw the one video. Like, everybody that follows us cares about the entirety of what we're putting out there. And I think there should be more value in that now. I think being a micro-influencer is absolutely an incredible job. It could be extremely powerful, sometimes even more powerful than somebody that has 500,000 followers. So I think that is really important to know. Like, going viral all the time is like not what's important about social media. Like, being consistent with strategy is what is really important.
Yeah, definitely. And having a smaller community that grows with us, and we gain a few followers here, a few followers there, but they're the true followers that really see everything that we're doing. Like Gabrielle said, I think there is a certain level of trust with your audience that you have there that you wouldn't have with someone with 500K, a million, or whatever. And also it makes us more accessible, if that makes sense, because like we see everything. We see every comment, we see every DM. Like, we really build relationships with everyone, with all of our audience. So
even our haters.
We see you. We see your comments. Love you. Keep up the engagement. So fun. Some of them are super creative, and got to give it to that. Got to give it to them for that, because we get a good laugh out of them.
We do. Is there a particular hate comment that comes to mind that you just are like, wow, they ate with that?
The one that I will never forget was when we were I think we were dancing in Dollar City or something, and they said, stiffer than yesterday's bread.
Dances stiffer than yesterday's bread. That's kind of iconic.
I love that one.
I just can't get one out of my head recently, which like, you're not even gonna think this is funny, but Erin commented on our video, and she said like a casual walk.
Oh yeah, it was the procession video, because we were on our way to the wine bar. So I commented like, just a casual Saturday walk on the way to the wine bar.
And someone commented back to her, not that casual. And let me just tell you something. I say that phrase 10 times a day now. I think it's the funniest response ever. And I posted it on my personal story, and I told all of our friends to go comment that to Erin as well. And this is our new thing. I will comment back to Erin on everything. Not that casual. Not that funny.
Like...
Like you ate.
I think also being not being afraid to post when you're not looking your best, I keep thinking about this video that we made a long time ago. I think it was like last year we made it, and we were so hungover, and we decided to try this little hole in the wall place to get a torta, and like we just wanted to try their food. So we created a video. We're like, "Hi guys, we're super hungover today. Let's try some tortas." And we looked not great. Like we looked like we were hungover, and people loved this video. Like we got so many people coming up to us in person being like, "Oh my gosh, your hungover video. I loved it.
You guys looked so funny."
Yeah.
Great. Great.
But it's like those moments, and that video ended up doing really well. So imagine if in the moment we're like, "Oh my gosh, no, we look like shit. Like we can't post right now." Like there would be so many videos that like have done super well that we never would have posted if we had that mindset of like, we have to have makeup on, we have to look perfect. Like being authentic is a huge part of like posting just the real raw moments of everyday life when you're not looking perfect and camera ready all the time. So I think that's a huge thing.
If you are a small business or you're just starting a business, let social media be a tool. I know there's all those people on the internet that are trying to sell you their social media marketing course, and they say what I just said. I'm not trying to sell you a course here. This is the course. This episode is the course. This is free. You're welcome. Social media is a source for you. It's a free source, and let it be a source for you to grow as a business. We have invested $0.000 into paid marketing. We feel very proud of that, but we've utilized organic social media in order to grow our company, and you can too. It's free.
Yeah, you can. And you just have to start. You really just have to start. You have to get over trying to make everything perfect, trying to figure out a perfect plan, because your plan will change as you get going. Your content style is going to change. Like everything is going to evolve with you, and you really just have to start so that you can start that process of evolving and changing and growing with your company.
Being cringy is the new cool.
Yeah.
So in conclusion, becoming influencers accidentally has been such a blessing to our business, and it can be a blessing to your business, or if you want to become an influencer, to you as well. We thank you guys so much. Obviously, this is a form of social media. Thank you guys so much for your support. If you've been with us from the start when we started 2 years ago and you know what Bar Behind Bars is, like I was talking earlier, or if you're just joining us now, we thank you so much. We're still learning. I think what's so cool about what we do is like we openly admit we are in the process of growing as influencers, growing of a business, and we want to bring people along. Like nothing's perfect. We don't think we have the best podcast ever. I think it's cool to grow with our audience as well. So we thank you guys so much, and we are excited for the next episode that is coming out soon as well.
Yes, let's get back into it. We're ready. We're back, and we're gonna keep bringing more of these to you.